Sports Video Group's Jason Dackman at the IBC show in Amsterdam with ScaleLogic CEO Bob Herzan. Bob?
Hey,
how are you? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. So ScaleLogic made a commitment to NewTek's NDI IP infrastructure this year. Tell us a little bit about what you guys are debuting at the show, the products behind that, and why you think NDI has a future in sports production.
Absolutely. Well, we partnered up with NewTek this year when they announced the NDI solution, knowing that customers are looking for more simpler ways to integrate their solutions and integrate it into already existing networks makes a lot of sense. So storage infrastructure traditionally has not had the ability to connect directly in from an NDI platform. So Synergy here is a product that we designed specifically to work with the NewTek NDI platform. So today we're showing off our shared storage appliance by having a connection from their booth right to our booth through a gigabit connection where they can use their NDI related devices, capture devices, ingest devices directly into our SAN appliance and then be able to manipulate and record back out through their play devices.
Sure. And you guys embracing NDI obviously goes to show a market that we're seeing explode, which is colleges, universities, individual teams that are looking to commit to IP without a huge forklift infrastructure pullout, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the infrastructure is there, so why not utilize it? NewTek has the expertise of driving the whole broadcast part of the workflow. We have the expertise in the storage infrastructure, so tying those two technologies together just simplifies the overall integration.
Sure. Tell me a little bit about, you guys have started media storage services. Is that right?
Yeah, media storage services.
Right. So it's reacting to the idea that the market, after that 3-year cycle, maybe there's certain clients that are looking for a little bit more support than what the original vendor had given them. What's the strategy behind that?
Well, the strategy behind it is that I've got 30 years of experience in this industry, and we've watched customers struggle year after year. They buy infrastructure, they have to support infrastructure for a certain amount of time to get the right return on their investment. So as a storage organization and the experience that we bring to the table, having the ability to consult with a client, maybe buy some extra time and allow them to utilize that platform longer while working towards what their next refresh is going to be. The industry normally looks at about a 3-year life cycle. Well, that's the manufacturing industry. The actual customer would like to see that go 4 or 5. So the expense of keeping equipment alive year 4 and 5 can be extremely expensive from the manufacturers. So we've devised a global plan to support multiple different types of products, both Tier 1 and Tier 2, companies like EMC Isilon, HDS, NetApp, Brocade, Cisco. And our services are a global offering that are about half the price of a traditional manufacturer. We take it so much further than that because not only can we support and service the customer's legacy base, we can work on the future aspects of what they're looking at. We can add on to the current equipment that they have. And then at the end, when they finally make that decision to go into the new equipment, we can give them migration services as well as trade back and buyback programs to bring out that legacy gear or e-cycling.
Right, right. And very briefly, I think you guys had mentioned that you're looking into the potential of object storage and maybe some markets that we hadn't seen it thus far. Tell me a little bit about what you guys are seeing moving forward with object storage.
Yeah, not a potential at all. It's just driving that way. Object storage is the most reliable type of storage these days, and when you start to get into capacities of petabytes and multiple petabytes, you need something more than the traditional RAID to protect that data. So the goal here for the market is the fact that the object store is now becoming affordable. We've got packages that start small and scale very large. And when you have a redundant storage system like that you can geospace out into the marketplace and have the disaster recovery built into it, you start to look at your primary storage differently. So now the primary storage does not have to be the bulk of your infrastructure. You might be able to invest more dollars in higher performance storage,
right,
but lower capacity, and then drive that second tier with the object storage. So there's a huge trend in the market working towards that, and we're at the forefront of it.
Cool. Bob, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Sports Video Group's Jason Dackman at the IBC show. Stay tuned to sportsvideo.org/IBC 2016 for more coverage from Amsterdam.